Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. I will appreciate that immensely, okay? And do not forget to smash the like button and also share this video with your friends and family members, okay? So today I'm going to tell you how you can apply to study in the Czech Republic. I'm going to use the Czech University of Life Sciences as a typical case study, okay? To explain to you the steps you need to take if you want to apply to study in the Czech Republic. So firstly, the first thing to do is to make an online application, all right? So for example, if you want to apply to study at the Czech University of Life Sciences, the first thing to do is to make an online application and through internet, of course. So, and then during this period of online application, you need to upload your documents, which might include your transcript of records, your certificate, your CV in Europass, maybe your motivation letter as well, very important motivation letter, and then perhaps your passport data page. Okay, and there might be other things that might require depend on your department or faculty in question. But these are basic things you need to upload if you want to make an online application. Transcript from your previous education, a certificate of graduation, your CV in Europass format, a motivation letter, and of course your passport data page if required. Okay. The second step now is you pay application fees. So for the Czech University of Life Sciences, basically, the application fees is 750 Czech crown, which is roughly 30 euros, so not that much, okay? Now the third steps here is entrance exams, okay? So mainly through video conferencing, through Skype. The language of this entrance exam is usually in English. Then the fourth thing is you have to wait for a decision by the university here in the Czech Republic. So they're going to get back to you after your entrance exam, either acceptance or rejection. I hope it will be acceptance, okay? So after you must have been given admission, for example, then the fifth steps is to do what is called internal evaluation or the so-called nostrification. So I want you to pay attention to this step because it's very important that you get this step very correctly, because if you make mistakes in this internal evaluation, you might have some delay in getting your admission letter. As a matter of fact, at the Czech University of Life Sciences, they're not going to give you admission offer except you must have passed through this internal evaluation. What does it mean? It simply means that they want to evaluate your foreign diploma to make sure it's in line with what is obtainable here in the Czech Republic. So we can say to recognize your foreign diploma, okay? So after you must have passed your entrance exam, they cannot give you offer letter until you must have passed through internal evaluation. That means your foreign diplomas and degrees have to be evaluated in the Czech Republic, okay? For example, the Czech University of Life Sciences, okay? Now pay attention how you can do this internal evaluation because it's very important that you get it correctly because it can be complicated sometimes. But if you pay attention, I bet you it's not that difficult the way it sounds. So for those of you who are applying from Nigeria, I'm going to explain to you the steps you can take to do that in Nigeria. So what are the things that you need for you to do internal evaluation? The first thing, you need to get your transcript from your previous education and your certificate of graduation. For example, if you're applying for bachelor's degree program at the Czech University of Life Sciences, you need to get your high school transcript. Those of you from Nigeria, that means your secondary school transcript from JS1 to SS3, right? And then your high school certificate of graduation. For example, those of you from Nigeria, you need to get your Y certificate, okay? And if you're applying for master's program or PhD, you need to get your transcript from your university and your certificate of graduation from your previous degrees. Now, how do you authenticate these two important documents in the correct way to avoid having problems? So if you're applying from Nigeria, for example, what do? You have to take your transcript of record you obtained from your school original copy and your certificate of graduation from your previous university in Nigeria, for example, and then go to Abuja. You go to, first of all, Ministry of Education to authenticate these two documents, and subsequently you go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, also in Abuja, to also authenticate these documents. And then thirdly, subsequently, you have to go to the Czech Embassy in Abuja to do what is called super legalization. Okay, and then after that, you have to now notarize these documents with a notary lawyer, okay, in your country of origin, for example, in Nigeria. Make sure the steps are in sequence, okay? For example, first of all, you go to Abuja Administration of Education to authenticate your transcript of record and your certificate of graduation. Secondly, you go to also Ministry of Foreign Affairs to do the same thing, okay? And thirdly, you have to go to Czech Embassy in Abuja to do what is called super legalization. And the last stage is to notarize this document before you can send them to the university here in Prague for them to evaluate it. Now, before you send the hard copy to the university, make sure you send a soft copy first to international office at the Czech University of Life Sciences. They have to check the document to make sure it was properly authenticated, okay? Once they give the green light that everything is fine, they have to fill a form, okay, internal evaluation form, and then fill the form, pay the fee for that. It's not quite much. I've forgotten the exact amount. They have to now send the authenticated documents with this application form to the international office at the Czech University of Life Sciences, for example, here in Prague, for them to now evaluate the document for you. Okay, so very importantly, when submitting your document for evaluation, please note that they will be accepted only if each page of the verified copy of your documents contain a stamp from a notary, or all pages of the verified copy of your documents are joined together so that it is impossible to replace or substitute the pages, and the last page contains a stamp from a notary. So that means after you must have gone to Abuja, for example, for authentication at Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Czech Embassy for super legalization, you have to also do a notarization of this document before you can send it to Czech Republic for internal evaluation. Okay, so for those of you applying at the Czech University of Life Sciences, you have to send it to the international office for them to evaluate your documents. Once they have completed this process, a couple of weeks, not that long, and then you'll be notified that everything is ready, and then you have to pay your tuition fees, school fees, right? And after tuition fees, you have to now apply for room at the dormitory or the school hostel. Then after that, they will now issue you admission letter and then contract letter for your accommodation, which you definitely need for your embassy appointment. And after this step, the next step is for you to book an appointment for your visa application. For example, those of you in Nigeria at the Czech Embassy in Abuja, you have to go to the website and then find their booking appointment system and then book appointment for your visa application. And then after that, if you're successful, you're on your way to Prague to start your studies. So these are just simplified steps of how you can apply to study at the Czech University of Life Sciences in the Czech Republic, and of course, how you can do your internal evaluation. Please do not make mistake with your internal evaluation. This step used to delay a lot of students because they tend to make a lot of mistakes. All right, I'm going to send you a link at the specific site of how you can do this from the Czech University of Life Sciences, so you can be able to go further and read the steps much carefully, okay? Because if you make mistake and send a document wrongly without being authenticated in the right way, they will send it back to you again and you start all over again, and time is not your best friend. Okay, so the earlier you get it correctly the first time, the faster you can have time to get your document for your visa application. So to give you summarize, just run it back again to summarize the whole thing again. The first step is apply for your course online. Second step, pay application fee. Third step, entrance exam if you're successful. Fourth stage, decision time, acceptance or rejection. I hope you accepted. Then internal evaluation, and after internal evaluation, you pay your tuition fees, apply for room at the university dormitory or hostel, and then they'll issue you admission letter and an accommodation contract, and then you can book your appointment for your visa. Please always refer to the university website, the Czech University of Life Sciences, for more updated information. And I'm going to drop the link to the internal evaluation page at the Czech University of Life Sciences for you to also read further other things you might need. Okay? I hope this will help you to understand the steps you need to take in applying to study at the Czech University of Life Sciences and the Czech Republic, generally speaking. And then, of course, how you can do internal evaluation to make sure you get or your document that you need for your visa application. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends and family members, and don't forget to press the like button, and please keep your comments coming. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget, in all that you do, always give it a human face. I am the human investor. Thank you, and bye for now.